I'll address the NDAA first, and then that. Yeah, I mean, I don't expect there's going to be poison pills. That the NDAA has been worked towards as a bipartisan measure, which it traditionally has been, and I think leaders on both sides are committed to that. With regard to the convention, I'm all in and excited, and I'm glad you asked about it. The president called me when I was on the road maybe a week ago, or whenever this made news on the morning. It was like 6:30 in the morning where I was out west, and he was here, and he said, "Mike, I got a great idea." And I said, "What's that?" "How about a midterm convention?" Don't intend to do it in his voice, but a midterm convention. And I was like, "That's genius." He said, "It's never been done before." That's right, and that would be such a great rallying point for us in the fall, right before the election, to lead up to that, to the momentum that we have so much to sell and talk about and celebrate. And of course, he loves a big show. So he and I both agreed, and he was going to call Leader Thune and of course our new chair of the RNC, because they get to put on the show. And so I think everybody's on board, because when I was packing my bag to leave that hotel room, about 13 minutes after I hung up the phone with him, Fox News and the Chiron said, "Breaking news, President calls for midterm convention." So I think that's a done deal now. So look, I'm really excited about it. I can't wait. We have so much to celebrate, and it will be hilarious if the Democrats try to do the same, because if they're going to put on display what they did at their little workshop a couple weeks ago, bring it, okay? So all we got to do is find the right location and get this thing planned, and we're going to be excited. And we'll be bringing, I'm sure, folks like the Clicks, like Tom here, to come and tell his story about what's happening, and everybody will resonate, and all the people will say amen. Thank you all so much. Bless you. All right.
Your game to work.
Oh, we're in a good mood this morning. So good morning, everyone. Let me just start with the mayor of Los Angeles and the governor of California. Actually messed around and found out. They messed around with the lives of Americans when they made their sanctuary cities safe for illegals. And they messed around when they also allowed violent protesters to attack law enforcement agents. Now they're finding out the hard way what it looks like to actually restore law and order. President Trump will not let the extreme and violent protesters tear our country apart. Burning cars, attacking police officers while wearing masks and waving other countries' flags. This will not be tolerated. To the Democrats calling these peaceful protests, shame on you. Do these look like peaceful protests to you? Looks like a place where you'd send your child, maybe Sunday school? Is there anyone in this room that can tell me this is what a peaceful protest looks like? Come on. We need to start correcting the truth with the other half of the truth and making the Democrats own this is a peaceful protest. Please. The Democrats are the ones responsible for this violence and lawlessness. Democrats have demonized law enforcement agents and ICE agents for years. They have enabled this unacceptable behavior. Remember, the Democrats are the ones that demanded that we defund the police. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is what you get when you defund the police. They are the ones who want to abolish ICE. Well, guess what? ICE is the one that protects us, for in the Democrats' eyes, these peaceful protests. ICE agents protect law-abiding American citizens. Gangs are a threat to our communities. ICE agents are on the front lines detaining and deporting violent, illegal aliens, many of whom, may I remind you, are sex offenders, murderers, human traffickers, and gang members. But are we really surprised that these are who the Democrats defend? Of course not. Democrats continue to defend an alleged human smuggler, calling him just a man from Maryland. Just like the left wants you to believe that this is a typical weekend in Los Angeles. Nothing to see here, right? Kind of makes you think for a moment. Isn't it ironic Think about this, that those protesting the deportations of violent illegal aliens are actually using violence too? Kind of interesting, isn't it? It's almost like they support it. They burn and spit on the American flag while waving flags of other countries. Well, if they hate America so much, they are free to leave. But enough is enough. The riots in Los Angeles this weekend underscore the need for the Senate to pass the One Big Beautiful Bill. ICE needs our help. They need more resources to deport and detain violent illegal aliens. And now I want to turn